All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news from the Red Sox camp. Although, 2 hours old now, maybe in fact 3 hours old, when the rumors were circulating that all-star catcher Adley Rutschmann, former first overall pick in the 2021 MLB draft, is now a Boston Red Sox. Let's give us a breakdown. Now, once I got home today, there were rumors circulating coursing through the internet. According to Jared Carrabis, he was claiming that the Boston Red Sox had finalized a trade with the Baltimore Orioles. Let's not forget, this is a division rival competing for another playoff spot, to trade Adley Rutschmann for what later turned out to be 5 players. And let's just give people the full breakdown. The 5 players turned out to be Red Sox starting catcher Carlos Narvaez, who was perhaps a bright spot last year, but who's been struggling this year, alongside pitching prospects Anthony Janssen and Kyson Witherspoon. The Red Sox are also sending high A center fielder Endy Asozar, a top 10 prospect, as well as a player to be named later. So I think for both teams, this is or perhaps from the Red Sox perspective, this is a long-term, yet still this guy can, be plugged into this team. And it was all about upgrading the lineup, adding a potential power bat to the Red Sox lineup. And I think that's what fundamentally Greg Breslow achieved. I think this is a very bold move. We haven't seen Breslow be or the Red Sox be bold in the last few years, so I applaud it. This was what I wanted initially, right? And so when I look at it, I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's counting on several things to happen. First of all, I think the prerequisite of this trade was the fact that Rutschmann needed to be healthy and swinging a bat again, I don't know, within the next 5 to perhaps even 10 days. The Red Sox were not going to bank on this trade if Rutschmann would only return in September. I think there's too much to lose there, right? You're in such a momentum, right? You've already won so many games. You're the hottest team in baseball right now. You were not willing to take that risk. Second of all, I think what Breslow wants to do is now at least you have some freedom. Now, okay, you have Rutschmann as your catcher. You can switch around the players once they get back. The Red Sox have plenty of pitching. They have plenty of hitting now. I made a video about this yesterday. They have 7 players on the IL that are practically de facto starters, right? Maybe take away Trevor Story, or maybe take away the hitter. I'm blanking on his name right now. Tristan Casas. And so now you have enough player material to make a push for the playoffs. And now there should really be no question as to why the Red Sox failed to do so. You have an all-star catcher. You have a decent infield now once everyone returns, alongside Meade. You have a star-studded outfield. I mean, hello? What's going on there? You didn't give up Arias, and you did not give up Jarren Duran. And so, yes, the Red Sox were okay to lose Connolly early. Yes, the Red Sox were okay to lose Kyle Harrison, who's, by the way, people were saying Red Sox got fleeced. It evened out. Let's just calm down, everybody. And so the Red Sox have made some interesting moves, right? Caleb Durbin, they traded for. Meade, they traded for, I can't remember I think they signed Carlos Narvaez, and now they traded for Adley Rutschmann. So there's a lot of opportunity here. Now you can shift players around, you can experiment a little. The only thing that I don't want to happen with this Red Sox team is that this trade, all the news, the hype, kind of results in a dip in form for the Red Sox within the next 5 games. The next 5 games will be telling, and I also said that after the Red Sox went on their 15-game win streak. The Red Sox can hold their head, let's say end the 5-game stretch, and wait for a couple people to get back on a winning record, then I'm chilling. The Red Sox kind of go down, if the Red Sox, the next 10 games are 3-7, then there will be some question marks, because there is a legitimate argument to say, okay, we should have perhaps lent on the fact that team chemistry is more important than talent. Was Carlos Narvaez a leader? Difficult to tell. He was struggling. Nonetheless, I think what Breslow managed to do is keep team chemistry intact, didn't tamper too much with the lineup itself, and it's a player for player essentially replacement. The Orioles now can, the Orioles were this America's, I think they fell into this category of America's idol. They were idolized by many fans, revered by many fans as America's team. But all this to not even make the playoffs once, right? And so I think now you look at it, and the Orioles still have Gunnar Henderson. They have Pete Alonso. They have other players, but I don't think this team is that good anymore to make a playoff push. I may be mistaken. I may be speaking too early. Who knows? That's just my informed perspective. But hey, this is a very big move, right? We can't we shouldn't sugarcoat it. I get that, but we shouldn't also negate the fact that this is huge. This is the biggest move perhaps in Red Sox since Trevor Story. The Red Sox signed him before the season in 2022. So I think that we need to be aware of the significance of this moment and speak about it, because this could really aid a playoff push. This adds another bat to the lineup and improves the lineup. And as I said before, there is no reason now why the Red Sox can't make the playoffs. It's just going to come down to, okay, if they have their hitting gear, once everyone returns, how does this Red Sox team, what does it look like? 40-man roster, who's going to go down to AAA, what's going to look like? Yes, I think the Red Sox farm system and pitching was good enough to lose some arms. The Red Sox can compensate for that. So let's see what happens.